For the visiting team, at power forward, Andy Sharp. At the other forward position, Cooper. At point guard, Nico Dennis. At the other guard position, Homer Jackson. At center, David Smith. Let's meet your home team. Forward at 6'9", number 2, Young. At the point, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1, Sean. At center. At 7'0" number 0, Wells. Starting at the other guard, at 6'6", number 7, Dejan Miller. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 5, CJ Smith.
It's Thursday night and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And now a chance to look here at the race for Rookie of the Year. Halfway through this season, these are the top rookies so far. You take a look at Wells. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And he doesn't have far to go to break into that top 10, but it's probably unrealistic to think he'll be a factor in the race for the Rookie of the Year.
Well, you know, if it was earlier in the season, maybe. But at this point, even if he has an amazing second half, I just think he has too much ground to make up.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Cooper is out there with Sharp, and it's Smith, and there's Jackson, and it's Dennis in at the point guard. They've got Miller. Wells is out there with Smith. Then it's King, and it's Young in at the 3, the small forward. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
No good on the triple. Jackson looking it over. He takes it in, and it's Sharp missing. Now King. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Smith up top. Clock at 6. From 17 feet out, the shot, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Smith the pass to Cooper. Wells with the steal. Down low. Smith's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Sharp again, Smith. Sharp on the wing. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Dennis. Pass to Cooper. Over Young. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Smith. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
The free throw drops for Smith. Barber's checked in for Sharp. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Jackson passes to Cooper. And the rejection by Smith. It's Young on the wing, covered by Smith. And it's Miller with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. Look at Thunder, third in assists and a great leader.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Young against Cooper. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for the away team. Cooper taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Randolph's checked in for Wells. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Young with the ball. 11 points last game. Screen by Smith. Young outside. Pass to King. Now Smith. Back to King. Miller with the ball. Here's Smith. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's Barber. And he can't jam it through.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Fast break. Here they come. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 6 points for the great one. Now here's King, still without a basket. Randolph a screen on Cooper. And slam dunk by Randolph.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Cooper against Young. Jackson a screen on Young. Here's Cooper. 6 points for him. No good on the 3. And Young kicks to Miller. Over Jackson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Dennis. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Smith left side. Miller outside. Young outside. To the middle. Here's Randolph, and it's Randolph with the jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Caffey. Jackson against Miller. Outside Jackson. Here's Barber. Here's Caffey. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Jackson against Miller. And there's the call on easy breezy. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Spencer, the pass to Temple. Miller against Jackson. Back to Miller. There's 1:38 left here in the opening quarter. Barber pulls it in. Gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Shots good by Miller.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Inside, Stefan. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Pass to Spencer. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Temple the pass to Spencer. And here's Miller. Barber pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Miller against Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Unable to get that one. And a closely contested, grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Leading by just one. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Now, Wood. Barber is out there with Willis. Then it's Caffey. Then there's Cooper. And it's Wood in a shooting guard. Cooper with the bucket. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Here is Cardinal. Pass to Bird. Back to Young. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen. Wood with it. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Young passes to Spencer. Here is Cardinal. Pass to Spencer. Now Bird. In the corner, Randolph with it. And he converts the layup. Randolph's got 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Cooper against Young. Takes it inside. Cooper with the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Bird looking it over. Pass to Young. Back to Bird. Here's Spencer. Hasn't made one yet. Bird finds Young. To the inside. Here's Spencer. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Taking a look here at the visitors. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. Down 4 spots from them. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Randolph. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Here's Cooper. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Pass to Madsen. Young inside. Defended by Macy. Young, good. Young's got his first basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Caffey. Randolph grabs the board.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's Cooper missing. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's all evened up.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Driving in. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Home team. Get live, fans. On the court is your hype squad. The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. You take a look at Wells, 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
And the home team has possession. Here's Miller. Wells dishes to Miller. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul, first team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your home team, Miller. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Here's Dennis. Still scoreless. Pass to Forte. He tries for 3. Connects from 3-point range.
3 points.
Gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Smith. Defended by Sharp. 14 feet away. Here's Wells. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Young's checked in for Morris. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Dennis. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Wells, and the dunk by Wells.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Down low, here's Dennis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, just a good job here in the second. Pounding it inside, getting good looks right at the basket. Big reason why they're in front.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
Here's King. He has yet to score. Pass to Smith. Over Sharp. And it's Smith missing. Gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensive. You know, in the first quarter, they really attacked inside. Not quite sure why they've gotten away from it because they've not done as much since. But the balanced attack seems to be working out for them.
One shot.
Here's Wade. 1:46 left in the first half of the game.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Thunder. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
That free throw good from Wade. He's off on the second. Gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Lobbed up there for Wells, and the dunk by Wells.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Pass to Cooper. And Wade now top of the key. Took him no time at all on that one.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Now here is Smith. The jump hook. That one wide left.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Over to the wing. Pass to Cooper. Wade outside. High post try. Wells grabs the miss. Wells has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Palermo. He's guarded by Cooper. Pass to Smith. With 2 seconds left, it's good. Smith's got 8. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's Cooper. King is out there with Miller. And it's Young, and it's Smith, and it's Wells in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Cooper, and it's blocked, and they recover it. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. Wells grabs the miss. Wells has got 6 rebounds in the game. They've got Cooper. Jackson is out there with Thunder. And it's Smith. And it's Sharp in at the 4.
Away team foul. Sharp. 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
At the line for your home team, Young. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Barber's checked in for Sharp. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Yeah, Look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Jackson passes to Dennis. Here's Cooper. Sweet move, and it's good on the way in. Cooper's got 19 points. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Cooper against Young. It doesn't go for him. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Dennis passes to Cooper. Here's Dennis. Wells grabs the miss.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Miller, the pass to King. Back to Miller for the lead. The rebound by Cooper.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the ball ends up out of bounds.
It'll be a turnover.
They'll keep possession.
Away team ball.
On Saturday, then on Wednesday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here's Jackson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. King with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Jackson against King. Young outside. Here's Smith. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Dennis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Dennis at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Madsen, he's checked in for King. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Madsen. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Young outside for the lead. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for 3.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
76% on the season from the foul line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
That's good from Young. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. For the lead, rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Cooper. Here's Barber. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Cooper. He's got 19. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Cooper's got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Smith sets the pick for Young. Pass to Madsen. Miller against Jackson. Here's Madsen. Smith with it. Barber pulls it in. Barber's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Cooper. 21 points in the game. Pass to Smith.
Home team foul. Wells. Second personal.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for the away team, Smith. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Morris is checked in for Smith. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
You know, their lead could be larger right now, but their efficiency from the line has tailed off just a bit.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Shot from the low block. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And it's now 23 points for the great one.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Madsen. Pass to Young. Madsen passes to Miller. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. Wells kicks to Young. Shoots it up. Goes back up. Goes up again. And Wells lays it in. Wells has got his third basket of the night right there. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this.
Pass to Smith. To the middle. Wells with the steal.
2 minutes remaining on the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Miller. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Cooper against Young. A minute 42 left in the third. And it's Cooper missing.
Home team.
And clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They call time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time! Hey, fans, who wants a free T-shirt? Make some noise! It's time for T-shirts! Who loves a T-shirt? Make some noise!
Substitution on the court.
Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class in steals this past month. And you look at Jackson, one of the league's best, third in steals.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Well, he's a premier pickpocket last month among rookies. You can't afford to get lazy around him because he'll leave you empty-handed for sure.
Pass to Carroll. Here's Drobniak. And it's sent back by Wallace. Outside Jackson to the paint. Here's Barber, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Assisted by Jackson.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Here's Temple, guarded by Jackson. And it's Carroll in the corner. Pass to Drobniak. Fires from 14. No good on that one. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Palermo. Wade is covering. Pass to Drobniak. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Morris. Pulls up. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. They're up by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Madsen. He's out there with Bird. And it's Carroll in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Bird. Pass to Carroll. Bird with it. Defended by Macy. Carroll dishes to Temple. Bird, the pass to Morris. Misses the 3. Getting an outstanding 53% for the game. Now Wade.
Home team foul. Madsen. First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the away team. Wade. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Wade drops them both. Being 41% for the game. On the wing, Morris. Pass to Carroll. Poked loose. He's got his first points of the game.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Left side, Leonard. Back to Wade. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
Home team foul. Palermo. First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the away team. Wade taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often that's the case for this team.
Probniak, he's checked in for Morris. And he sinks the second.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Fourth quarter now, we're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Bird. Inside, here's Probniak, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Wade, and he drops it in from the low post. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. To the right side. Palermo. Wade is covering on the wing. Bird. Carroll with a screen for Bird. His 3-pointers off the mark. Being one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Wade outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Probniak. Shooting 43% from the field. Here's Bird. Second chance shot. To the wing right side. As to Drobniak. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Palermo. Wade is covering. Here's Drobniak on the wing Bird. Here's Spencer. Just 5 to shoot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Swiped it away. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Away team foul. Leonard. First personal foul, first team foul.
At the line for your home team, Spencer.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Dennis. Pass to Smith. Here's Dennis. Smith with it. And the call will go against the Prodigy. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Dennis. And here's Sharp. Jackson passes to Sharp. Here's Cooper. 4 on the shot clock.
It'll be a timeout. Home team ball.
Gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Smith outside. Back to King. Fade away. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. And that's 12 points for Smith.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Smith with a screen on Young. Here's Cooper. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Cooper. And here is King. Pass to Wells. Now Miller. Smith on the wing. Defended by Sharp. Has been terrific. 54% on the game. Jackson down low. He's against Miller. Sharp finds Jackson. Wells grabs the miss. Wells has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. It's taken away by Smith. Outside Jackson. Pass to Dennis. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Smith with the dunk.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
King, the pass to Smith. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dennis. Back to Jackson. Pass to Dennis. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Smith, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now here's King. It's Young on the wing. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. Jackson up top, covered by Miller. Outside Jackson. 55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Smith. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And what's their best move at this point?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move! Yeah, let's see those moves! No thanks! Look at those moves!
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Now, with this game up for grabs, coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." When they get it done, we'll see. Guys.
Thanks so much, David. King outside. Smith against Sharp. Smith kicks to Young. Pass to Miller. Kick out to King. It's Miller on the wing. Smith for 3. He's off from 3.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Please give a big round of applause for your new dance squad.
6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
I think they should have prepared for this scenario. Little time, need a 3. Of course, the defense will be defending the line, but nobody said it was going to be easy. You got to try to find a way.
Seconds left in the fourth. Miller, no up. And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, the Great One.